Greetings, everyone. Thanks for joining us. All right, next webinar is Sunday. Just a reminder, this coming Sunday, next 2 weeks, because we have the holiday. Figured it'd be easier than Monday. So, all right, to bring in messages and go into the Q&A. So everyone being here, here we go. Greetings. One moment. We are angelic felines from your higher dimensions. Before you were created, we are a part of your DNA of the next evolution of creation, as you are, as it was the canine, the feline, the rabbit, and now the human, which is a mix of all species. The feline is a mixture of alien beings you're not fully aware of at this time. We are watchers at this time, but many of you do connect with us. Now, our name, just right now, feline angelic being, as we don't come around very often, at least for messages, but your evolution, whatever it is, your situations, your lives, what you're going through is what you need to go through. You bring it into your life it's manifested, if you like it or not, for some kind of growth, and we're there to grow with you as we can, or we experience life through incarnation with you to see why you went through what you went through, because we don't always understand in the higher realms. So that's why incarnation is that's what the purpose of it is. Or a situation, maybe not with you, we reincarnate with someone in your situation that's going to go through the same thing, so we can understand it better. And we'll go through all the nooks and crannies of it too. Sometimes take it to a whole new level. So we will reconnect in the future. It's our first introduction. Let's see. Greetings to you. We are the Elohim. Greetings. Yes, you are all pieces of the universe put together. Year 2020 is another doorway into another realm of idea systems. So yes, it is halfway open, not fully open. Yes, it does take a couple months for it to be fully activated in your March, sometimes April, depending on the person. All of you experience life differently, as you know. Some take their time, some want to see it all. So some of you go a little bit faster than others, maybe too fast. That's why you get a headache, get tired. Some of you get tired because you are actually going a little bit too quickly for your human self to handle it. This is why people get tired. Not always. Sometimes you just need an astral, but there are some reasons. Some of you just want to. You do a lot of things, and it becomes overwhelming as a human. You just want to sleep, sleep, sleep. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it just becomes hard to be a human. Some of you know, and some of you have found a way of, doing a lot in astral and then keeping your human self sane. But some of you are going through a major change in this coming year or years, of shifting out of your old realities, meaning places where you're living, and more than that, of course. So the bridge is being built or finished for some of you. So we're happy to assist you with your questions whenever you're ready.
Greetings. That's wonderful news. Thank you for
Yes,
coming in. Blessings. Up first
yes,
this evening, we have Emmy.
Hi, Elohim. Thank you for being here.
greetings, greetings.
Greetings. My first question is I'm just wondering how my mom's feeling. She got a little choked up when I told her probably wouldn't make it to Christmas because I don't have vacation time. Do you have any guidance about that?
Well, yeah, she's lonely, but I believe she has an animal around her or something.
Yes.
So, she's just a little bit melodramatic. She feels like acting all excited can get you to change your mind. So,
Yeah.
she's just trying to pull you into your energy field. It's not working. She'll be
Okay.
fine. It just she gets emotionally dramatic, as you can tell. So, but she'll find something to do. That's what.
Okay. She has my brother and his daughters and everybody else up there.
She just
So,
likes to have things her way, as you know.
yes, that is very true.
That is what, and energetically, you kind of made sure that you did not have time off from what we're seeing. Kind of did that on
Yay.
purpose.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you
Because I
saw that. It's
really
like
just have Christmas Day off, anyways. So
exactly, but there was probably a way of making it more, but it's probably best not.
it'll be too much.
Exactly,
Christmas is in the middle of the week. Doesn't help.
exactly.
My next question is what advice do you have for my spiritual growth and health and work situation?
Take it easy. More breaks on yourself. More things to do on your this. I believe you do connect with Kratom. That's a positive for you. It's not always positive for everyone, but you know how to use it, as
Yes.
you can tell. So, and that's kind of important.
Mhm.
So this
For my
just
sanity.
doing things for yourself, yeah. Whatever it might be, just give back to yourself. You're giving to others a lot recently, from what we're seeing. So
Okay.
however you define that. So,
Okay. I appreciate it very much.
yes,
Thank you and blessings.
that's blessings.
Okay, up next we have Daria.
Hello there, Elohims, and hello, angelic Felines in the vaccine. My cat went
Mm.
into my bed before
Mm.
this channeling even started, and she never does that, not in years.
Well,
And
she
she's
has a
still
question
sitting.
too.
Oh, might answer that for her. Might be.
Well, you are. Well, I guess it's more of a message from her that
Okay.
you're going into a new angelic field slowly into next year. Now you're allowing it to occur. Yes, you've had messages here and there about this is going to happen, that's going to happen, it never happens because you kind of change your mind. So having a lot recently, and there's nothing wrong with that. Even testing things out a lot in astral too, if you really want to experience certain situations. And you see in the human world, it's like, that's not going to work. So right now you you're experiencing something new, and it's going to increase. Um, Not exactly where you want it, but it's his personal life. A lot of secrets are going to be revealed, not from you, but from that other person.
You mean the guy that I'm meeting?
Yes.
And he's like so silent now, silent treatment.
Well, he's going to start revealing something about himself eventually.
Yeah, I feel that. And I feel like, no, I don't want to talk to him. Like I'm driving the car and I'm saying, no, I don't want to talk to him. And I'm like
Exactly.
hearing a song on the radio. It's like, I need you to talk to me. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm like, I know this. I know this. I just have to stick with it. Okay, maybe there's a soul contract in the end. That's why.
There's three of them, three different kinds.
Wow.
Mhm.
I hit the jackpot. But
Mhm.
then that's so nice. And anyways, I've been waiting so long. Other guys starting to like notice me. Not that I'm, you know,
Mhm.
but they're not that important.
Because this one kind of triggered a new timeline, and others saw it and kind of rushed towards your direction.
Yeah, I feel that rush.
But they don't know where they're
I'm not
going
talking.
at the time.
Yeah, okay.
Right, they're
So
driving blindfolded.
Astral is so fun. You might just bump into one. But then another question. Do I have more questions? Yeah, maybe I do. So any other messages?
Well, we do
That
have a. I'm not sure if we're going to this one, but you're connected to like a. One moment. Let's see. One moment. A yellow gorilla, and there's also a one moment. A unicorn energy that's connected to a another form of astral that not many people go to, like a really bright energies where it's like sunlight. Many can't see. You can, but many can't. It's many different colors. So it's like a place in astral that you're still exploring at this time. I believe it was newly formed from what we're seeing.
yellow gorilla, unicorn,
The yellow
higher
gorilla is like
dimensional bride. Yeah, I
the gorilla
even
is like a
see.
golden gorilla.
Yeah.
Yellow, gold.
I'm going to connect to it when I go to sleep right now. I just gotta kick my cat out of my bed
It has
because
to do with the Earth going into fourth dimension. Let's put it that way.
okay. Yeah, I was picking up some colors before I
New,
entered, so yeah.
new gateways are coming in. Exactly.
Nice. So nice.
Yes.
And thank you. And see
Blessings.
you later. And so much blessings. Bye. Good night.
Okay, thank you. Up next we have Logan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
My first question is, what have I been doing in Astro recently? Because I've had lots of periods where I just want to like sleep and sleep and sleep, and then I'll wake up for like, I don't know, go to school and all that, and then I'll just sleep and sleep and sleep. Like, is there anything that I've been doing in Astral that's like taking up a lot of my energy?
There's a lot of future timelines that are coming in that you're observing at this time. There's also a Zeta collective that you're connected to that is absorbing a lot of it. I'm just trying to understand it because even astral, you don't always get the full picture. So at least for your astral self remembers, but you don't. So astral self can see everything, but you can see only what is useful here. So you're absorbing into the future of where you want to be. Actually, you're setting up 5 years from now. So, but next year plays a big role, as every year does. So you're like 5 years ahead of yourself at this time.
Jeez. Well,
Well, you have a
that's
lot of
interesting.
you have many turning points. That's why, especially at
Mm.
your age.
Hopefully, I choose the right path for myself.
Well, I guess you'll find out.
That is true. My second question is, are there any messages from my guides?
Yes, you're bringing in educational timelines, of course, at least for school purposes, but also for spiritual purposes. They're your Elohim connections, which are many actually, for connected to Akashic records. So you are downloading what is needed for this reality for Akashic. So Akashic records is something to explore for you. Now, future, but now will be something. It might be a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's something that's going to be part of your future plan. And you'll have knowledge from the others. It's like a think of it as a large library. Not everybody's looking at everything. Some areas you go into that only you know about. So it's only you find interesting. Let's put it that way. That's
Okay.
why some of you have different information than others. So, blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.
Okay. Up next, we have Steven.
Hello, Elohim.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. How y'all doing?
Doing well. Thank you.
Sure, thank you. Much love. I was wondering if you could help me. At my job, there's this crane bird that has been coming there pretty often. There's only like one that comes over there, and earlier today at my house, that same looking crane, white crane, I was looking in the backyard and flew across where I saw it too. So I was wondering if you can connect with it, see if it has any messages or connections with it. Thank you.
There's a vortex there that was recently open that you're assisting. There's nothing major going on there. It's not going to, it's helping your energy field and those in the area is where it was. You just, because the new year is coming, it's helping others adjust to it. So notice like in January, there's a new vibration because the new energies are coming in. Now it's not really planted themselves where they need to be yet. So you're just preparing for the new year, basically. So it's kind of like having, like you see at Walmart, you see those pods everywhere, all a bunch of merchandise. It's kind of like that, but it's more vibration coming through. So that's
Sweet. Thank you. Second question is I'll just leave it open. Any energies around me, galactic family, I wish to connect. Have a message for me. Thank you.
Well, yes, you're adding new timelines to yourself for educational purposes for your understanding Feline. You have a lot of elephant connections. The elephants of, there are elephant worlds that have had difficulties. Not exactly like this world, but worlds that come very close. And also the rhino you're connected to. But the elephant's probably the one that you have the more, I wouldn't say the most positive, but the most impact on your incarnation price of existence. So it's something that you can even channel on your own, possibly. So you can shield them. Because you're alien elephant beings, some of them come from Sirius or Alpha Centauri. That you're most likely start to connect to. Some of them are in Agartha, of course.
Blessings. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we have Humberto.
Hello there.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. Okay, my first question is I drink a few beers after work, and I want to know any suggestions and insights whether I'm doing it appropriately because I don't want to, self-destruct. The self-destruction that comes from it.
Right now, just to calm you. We don't believe it's something that you'll be doing continuously throughout your life, but for right now, it is something that helps, it's not something that's excessive. If it drank like a whole case of it every day, it'd be a different story. But for right now, it's just basically calm your nerves. I don't see any difficulties there.
Okay, great. Second question. A long time ago, I was told that I would meet a Far Eastern female with curly hair that would marry me eventually. I know someone named Parm that looks like this, and I wanted to know what you potentially see between me and her.
Well, that would be more. It's possible, mostly probably a friendship energy, possibly a relationship energy, but mostly you're seeing friendship vibrations at this time. So there's a possibility of it developing in that direction, but just kind of flow with it, not put a whole lot of expectations in it. The more that you just flow with it, the easier it will, develop. The expectations, you kind of, it's like having a tree grow the way you want it to. It's kind of just let things, let nature take its course. So, blessings.
Okay, interesting. Well, appreciate your help, and
Yes.
I love you guys.
Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Well, that was a beautiful analogy. I like that. Up next, we have Colin.
Greetings, Elohim.
Greetings to you.
Thanks for coming in.
Yes.
My first question, I had a dream This is probably about 2 weeks ago, and I don't remember the details leading up to it, but the end, I had these two baby owls that were super cute. The two baby owls, I think one was black and one was white, in my hands, and I was wondering what was happening, maybe the messages around that or what. It felt very real, like something was happening with the owls.
Well, yeah, it's watching the Earth. It is your, you kind of in astral. You do see everything, at least that you feel like you need to see. It's part of your level as a spirit being to make certain changes on this Earth that your human self might not be fully aware of. We are making changes gradually, and seeing basically the owls kind of like seeing as your human self makes the change vibrationally. The owls kind of see, your astral self sees it, what happens with it, because you either retract it or keep it going. So, those are timelines, not necessarily for you, but for others, for the Earth. You're always sending out vibrations to the planet all the time. But yours is a little bit different.
Thank you. Second question. So I got injured my back about a month ago now, and I haven't been very active in my regular workouts, haven't been really outside hiking, haven't really been doing much at all. But I'm also feeling productive in my new job position. But this is kind of unlike me to be so still and not moving, and I'm wondering what's going on with all that rest and downtime.
We also feel that is an effect from the astral realms. I wouldn't call it a hit, but kind of like it is. To kind of slow you down, see things differently. Where you're going more. It's interesting. You're actually going more mental. So there's energies that you need to be aware of more in the third dimension, but also you're becoming more spiritually mental too. So you're using your powers in a different way. So it's kind of like you're kind of relaxing one side of yourself for another part of yourself to be more functional.
And will that change at some point?
Oh yes.
Get back into being active. Okay.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You need that. Notice the time frame too. You're going into the new year, so it's like you kind of like, you're calibrating yourself to a certain vibration. It's kind of like you put yourself in a different gear. For the Earth, so it's for you too. It'll make it. If you see yourself as a more angelic energy, most likely you'll have some idea. Is there even let you see that? Well, also your work environment, they need who you are right now. That you need that vibration from you at this time. So,
the mental one.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Well, thanks, Elohim. Blessings.
Blessings to you. Energies.
Thank you. Up next, we have Lucy.
Hello, blessings.
Yes, greetings.
Hello. I would like to ask about our military and the use of smart dust and fibers that grow. We know it's part fungus and part alien that we don't know. And the military thinks they have an off switch, but they're fooled as well. Apparently, this alien species that's how it reproduces. It goes from system to system and sort of sucks the life, the energy. And some psychics have drawn the people that develop Morgellons. They say they feel like it's crawling in them, and it really is. But they can draw, and it looks sort of like a white spider with a central eye, like we would call a third eye. And I would like to know, what is this species, and has it always been like this on Earth?
Yes, it just has been showing up more in your military recently. It has been one moment. It is like some of a 12th dimension. They can seem as like a fungus type of being. Uh, in your fourth dimension, so they don't really have much of a form. So they're like a Melloc type of energy, Melloc being, but they don't really call themselves really much of anything. But yeah, they're there to absorb vibrations. The humans can reject it, but many of them want to learn from them too, because they have knowledge of the universe that some people want. That's why some people get certain diseases. They want to experience that disease through that being. So most are rejecting their soul sucking energy.
So the fibers that grow self-replicating, they are either red for sexual energy or blue for anger. And is it not possible that we can defeat this alien? I mean, we've all got these fibers growing in us throughout the world. They've sprayed it on everyone. So uh, if it can't see green, the heart, that can't see the heart energy green. So if we truly send and live through our heart space, is this not the only way to surpass this creature?
Well, if you experience what you want, it's like being around toxic people. Do you want to be around them or not? It's the same type of thing. So the energy field that you sense it and you either want to experience it or not, many do experience it. It does do a mind altering energy on people. It does change their vibration, changes the way they look or act. So it can affect others in different ways. Usually it's like one or two, like you'd be in a group, one or two people will be affected by it usually. Depends. Not in this group, but there are, in your normal social groups, there's usually one or two people it's connected to.
So would Americans be the last to be doused with this stuff, or is it pretty much just pervasive?
Well, Africa goes through it all the time. Africa is probably the more controlled and manipulated than near America. So,
all right,
especially
then. So, and thank you very much,
yes.
and blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings.
Greetings, you.
I want to know what's going on with my solar plexus.
It's your environment that's shifting. So you're giving more to your Earth at this time. Basically, kind of healing Mother Earth's vibration. There's a lot of negativity going on with individuals, so it's more of an astral connection. It will clear out. It's like you ask for the mission to be healed. It'll be, or speed it up, or stop taking my energy.
Okay, because it feels like fear there. It's trying to.
It's a fear of humanity. Humanity's fear you're picking up on. It's not yours. It's somebody else's.
Oh, okay. Because it's very strange. Okay.
Yes, it's like you have ghosts around you or something like that. It's a consciousness you're tapping into. Human consciousness you're tapping into. A certain a version of it.
Okay, so I could just continue and eventually it'll peter out.
You can ask for it to become more clear to you, like where's the more positive side of this, and kind of explore it a little bit if you want. It's nothing really towards you. It's what you are sending to the Earth. It's kind of like you're analyzing what's going on with the Earth too, from what I can see. So that's
oh my God! Okay. Thank you.
Just peeking. Nothing wrong with that. It just you're being affected more than you thought you would be. You do it all the time. Everyone does it, but you're doing it in a different way than you normally do. You're bringing it more into your human self. Normally, it's just an astral situation.
Okay. So, like with everything, if I want to go for it, if I don't want it, I can ignore it.
Yes, you ask what you need from it. You can ask for it to be cleared too, so you can go about your day.
Okay. Okay. And the other is a question: how is my father doing?
He's in spirit, or is he?
Well, I have no idea. I saw him when I was 14.
No moment. Well, he's going through a lot of traumas at this time of his own mistakes.
Okay.
So I'm not really saying I believe he's in spirit. He's more in the lower astral realms at this time.
Okay.
He has not fully figured himself out. There's a lot of self-love issues he's going through. So he feels like he has to cause others trouble to figure himself out.
Ooh, from spirit.
Yes.
Okay, wow. Poor him.
He can't learn on his own, so he has to kind of be a bully or he has to cause some kind of drama for him to learn from others.
And that
Eventually,
continues. Yeah, it continues even into spirit. We're amazing. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yes, blessings.
Your blessings. Up next, we have James.
Hello.
Yes, reads you.
Can you tell me my feline Elohim inspired DNA percentages?
One moment. Your feline is at 4% at this time. Elohim's at 6. Spire is at 5% at this time.
Interesting. Can you tell me about Lemuria? Did it look more like Hawaii? I think it looks now, or more like New Zealand or somewhere else like that?
It's a little bit of both. They do look actually Australian. Many of the early Lemurians look feline-like a bluish feline. Eventually, they became more, and some of them you had reptilian-looking versions of them, and you had feline versions of them, and there's others also. So they kind of, and even as humans became more evolved, many of the felines evolved into human, even just by shapeshifting into a human. So it's a little bit of it's actually more Australian than you might realize. I probably would be kind of surprised by that. There is some Hawaiian, yes, and New Zealand, but Australian is actually a stronger energy.
I see. Oh, what I meant was like, what does it look like? Like the
Australian,
terrain, like the bios.
Australian-like actually. Some are Hawaiian-like, but still Australian has the most of their energies at this time.
I see.
Even during that time, they looked like that. They didn't talk like that, but they didn't look like that.
No. I mean, like the geography, like the biomes and such.
Yeah, it's more once again Australia. Once again, well, everything has been rearranged. Your Hawaii is probably more of Lemurian, but also they're all combined. In New Zealand, they're all combined together at one time. So
I see. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I have Marvin's questions. He asked me to read those. So for his first question, he says, "What type of being am I trying to help in lower astral that is alien? Can you describe who or what I am doing? Can you describe who or what I am doing to help this being?"
yeah, the lower astral Zetas that did abductions, and some of them died here, got trapped on this planet. There's also some Nordic, tall blonde Nordic beings that are there, but mostly it's the Zeta at this time. Because some of them do want to change, and they've been the hardest ones to release from lower astral because they're trapped by their own negativity, basically.
That kind of correlates into his second question. He asked, "I would like to know something about myself that I didn't know or I was aware of, and can you be specific in a way that I can understand and blow my mind? LOL."
Well, yes, Lemuria was brought up. Also, he is known to. I mean, his energy knows the whereabouts of all Lemurian crystals at this time that are hidden within the Earth. A lot of them are in the Earth's crust. A lot of them are in a different dimension that he can activate with his own third eye, with his own energy. It's like It's like I like to tell himself, I like to activate the Lemurian crystals on their planet. He might feel a change within himself, like an opening, like opening up his chakras. So he just taps into it. You can do the same thing with the crystal skulls too. I believe the Lemurian is probably going to be the strongest one at this time because it's more pure. But the crystal skull is something you can do too. Like he can activate it with his own energy field and see what he feels, because it'll go right through him. So see what happens with that. Should be fine. Blessings.
Very interesting. Blessings. Okay. Up last this evening is me.
Yes.
Thank you again for coming in. My first question, you mentioned earlier about a golden gorilla to Daria, and I've heard of golden animals connected with me in past webinars as well. I was looking to see what's the significance of this connection with these golden beings.
It's a symbol of getting closer to an energy source. Even like the Wizard of Oz, the Yellow Brick Road is, passage. So with you've I would say you've been a statue, a golden statue in your past. You've been a consciousness of even a moving statue in your past.
I get that in my thought forms, where a moving statue guarding a door.
Yes. So you have been it, you have seen it, you know how to talk to it, you know where they are, you kind of feel their vibrations. There are a lot of them in Argartha at this time. Some of them, the statues, like there's I believe there's a golden statue in New York City, I believe Rockefeller Plaza. That kind of tells you, it doesn't necessarily need to move, but there is it's there a doorway that's there. So it's guarding it. So follow the golden statue, basically.
Okay, that's very cool. Well, thank you for that. My second question, just mentioned to me again today, and I hear from others. They say it on occasion and randomly that I was wondering, why do I hear from other people that I don't always trust my guides?
Well, because you're usually telling them what to do. You're kind of like almost, when you tell them you can guide yourself, obviously. Well, because they're not always upfront with you. They hold stuff back.
Yeah, I get that feeling. Right.
They hold a lot back, and it's like you can handle it. They just do it anyway for your protection or their protection.
What do you mean by theirs?
Because they're not the strongest beings.
Okay.
They might be in spirit, but a lot of them are kind of a weak energy. Some of them are. So they're warning from you to get stronger, and you're saying it's okay, it's okay. They're all putting the bed sheets over their heads because they're scared. So you're kind of like a parent to them in some way. Some of them you are, at least. It's like, yeah, go ahead.
How do we work on developing a more open communication?
Well, you think about I see this, like this, like your movies, like don't open up that door. It's like I'm gonna open that door. That's kind of like how you're doing things. Like I'm gonna do this anyway, and and you just gotta tell those guys either to shape up on that. They need to be stronger, or I have to tell them to go, but it's up to you and how you want to go about that. Or get other guides asking for more assistance because they're scared. Yes, guides can be scared because you kind of push their limits. And you're all teachers to your guides, and all of you are kind of pushing them to their. You came to this world. It's like some of you are like radicals.
It's uncharted waters, right?
Exactly. And you push them even to their you cross the line with them, and put them in when they're not out of their comfort zone. They're not used to that.
I see. It makes sense now. I didn't understand the dynamic. I was wondering, it's like if we got along, or it's like but it always felt like there was some holding back something, some information that probably would be helpful, but I don't know. It's for my development, and I'm always hearing patience.
There's going to be a lot of that. But you can also tell them, like your boss and all that. You can tell them that. They'll give you little trinkets here. Ask for something. Give me something. They will open up. The more that you keep pushing, the more they'll have to give you something. It might not be a lot, but at least it's more than they did before. So the more that you have communicate, which is not easy, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
It's opening up to your guides. It takes. It's not something you do easily either, because you're getting used to talking to a spirit being that you don't see.
But we have an obvious history together.
Oh yes, definitely. You told them what to do on many times. I think you even tortured some of them in the past life.
Wow,
So they're
that's
learning through you.
interesting
So
relationships.
this is my nicer side. So they know how far you can go extreme wise. So you kind of need that. So I mean, they're on your side. They're just like they've been kind of cowardly in their past, and you're showing that you don't have to be that way anymore.
I don't want to out them or anything like that.
No, but
But
you're like teaching them. They don't realize they're actually teachers to your guides. Some of their guides are teachers. I mean, yeah, it goes back and forth, but realize you're the one that's in the, as you know, the playing field. And they're kind of playing, like with baseball, they're kind of playing, the managers and all that, the coaches, but they're not always making the right decisions. Sometimes the player has to say, "That's you're wrong there." So
yeah, no one's gonna be perfect all the time.
exactly.
All right.
So
Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
Blessings. Yeah, and thank you again for all your assistance.
Yes, blessings to you all. Yes, as much to learn as you get more used to. Sometimes going through a lot of frustration in life helps you connect to your guys even faster. If you want to talk to them, or of course, you always shut them out more too. It all depends. Everyone works differently, but it does still build a relationship. That's why some of you go through the tests that you go through to get you more connected to them. Blessings. All right, greetings.
Wow, that was good. Thank you so much. A lot of information there.
Yes, thank you.
I definitely got to rewatch.
Yeah,
sounds good.
My mind is racing.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
we got
it's
some
like
good feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway,
I've had some stuff.
we're being well taken care of.
Yeah, something like
Except
that.
Bobby.
All right, blessings everyone.
Blessings.